to the work I do in terms of high performance teams, I've broken this picture up into these 7 steps, and those 7 steps start with strategic intent. So that means that make a statement about what you're wanting to create and be really clear about what success looks like. Part of that picture is building high trust relationships, which we've just spoken about. There will always be learning and development by individual people. It might start with the leader, but it will always belong to everybody in the team. There's a need to start focusing on cross-functional, which means rather than me just being interested in my success, I start to be interested in cross-functional or seamless effectiveness, which is the ability to deliver on what you've promised. Always there's a team dynamics coaching, and the high-performing teams that we're going to talk about is part of it. And then team leadership, which is critical because the leader needs to share leadership in a high-performance team. So another top tip is if you can't share leadership, then you're not going to get very far in the context of a high-performing team. So what I've done there is then describe the outcomes or results if you get it right. So all those things on the right-hand side are the outcomes of a high-performing team. It's a pretty resounding picture, one where everyone is better off and everyone's their best, and that team's the best, which is also the best for the organisation. So it is worth it, and it's worth the effort to move into that space. So then I've just gone through and given you a little bit more detail about each one of those 7 aspects. And perhaps going back to that last one, point 7, the concept of expertise outranking rank, and that actually involves that the hierarchy and the rank that people have should not be the most important thing. There should be a level of equality in that team. So once again, if that leader isn't able to share leadership and see people as equals, the idea being that we're all equals as human beings, and so at a values and behaviours level, everybody is equal no matter what rank they have in the organisation. Obviously that's not the norm, but in the high performing organisations, high trust relationships, equality is a critical aspect. So moving on, I've just given you a picture that if you want to embrace this idea, this 7-step process that I use, and I'll leave you to contemplate that, and they're the steps that I've undertaken, and I've given you a little bit more of an expansion